Hello Leaf Solution fans! Do you have pine needles in your gutters? Well, in this video we're looking at the Xtreme Micro Mesh Gutter Guard and pine needles. Let's do it! Alright, as promised, I've got some standard pine needles gathered from around my yard from different pine trees. Obviously this is not a tree identification video, but what I do want to show you is these different types of pine needles, regardless of the tree they come from, are still too large to fit through the very tight micro mesh on the Xtreme Guard Micro Mesh Gutter Guard panel. That's what I have right here. This is the 6-inch style of the Xtreme Guard panel with the stable aluminum grate underneath. And the example is to show you that if you have the Xtreme Guard panel installed on your gutters, in order to avoid your gutters being clogged, which is why you have gutter guards in the first place, these pine needles, even when they're green like this or brown and dried like they could be, are not going to be able to pass through the micro mesh and thereby will not clog the gutter. So let's take a look here. Let's set these two aside for now. As you probably know, if you live, well, almost anywhere in the US or Canada, etc., these are very common red and white pine needles. Now, they're called needles because, you know, they're long and sharp sometimes, like needles. But here's the thing. These are even too large to pass through the Xtreme Guard Micro Mesh panel. So let's move these off to the side. So if I try to do this, right, the openings are just small enough that they're not going to allow a standard pine needle like this through. It's just not going to happen. Okay, here's the back of the panel here. They just don't have the ability to pass through, right? If you tried to do this on a number of different gutter guards, you're going to get the pine needles going through, and that is not what you want to happen, because the reason you have gutter guards is so things like this don't clog the gutter. So that's your standard pine needle there, the longer style. Let's grab some others, okay? This pine needle, as you may already know, is actually thicker than the one we just had by just a little bit, right? And if I try to move this one through the micro mesh, it still, by design, the micro mesh is too tight to allow this one to move through. It's just not going to happen. Therefore, this one is not going to clog the gutter either, which is great because, again, that's why you have gutter guards in the first place. So this Xtreme Guard is working perfectly to keep out pine needles. There's another example. Let's try this example. Now, this is a different type of pine tree, and these are about as thick, even though they're in groupings, as the other one. So there's that there. Obviously when it's dry, it's going to be a little different, but still, it's not going to be able to get through this micro mesh and therefore will not be able to clog the gutter. So this is, as I mentioned, the 6-inch mill finish Xtreme Guard panel. This is one of the Leaf Solution Micro Mesh Gutter Guards. And what we've been looking at is the fact that pine needles, the standard pine needles found in North America, are not going to be able to get through this micro mesh and clog the gutter. I hope this was informational, and I hope if you have pine trees in your yard, you think about getting some Leaf Solution Gutter Guards. For more information on our products, check us out at leafsolution.com, and we appreciate you watching. There's a lot more video on this channel to learn all about the Leaf Solution products. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.